Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you some compilation of 15 beautiful Dollar Tree decor pieces that I have created in 2021. So I hope you will like them, and let's go ahead and get started. Project number 1. This one was actually dupe, a Kirkland's dupe that I recently made, and all these actually projects I sped up so you can just see how I create them. But if you want all the details, I'm gonna have the original videos linked in the description box so you can see all the details and a better explanation. So as you can see over here, I took a cloche and some Dollar Tree bowls and a lid from any container that I had over here at home, and I glued them together, then painted with gray chalk paint and then distressed it, and then after that this was done. Super easy, but oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful, so high-end. I cannot believe how beautiful this looks like, and it really looks similar to the inspiration piece, and the difference in price is tremendous. You can see it over here. Okay, DIY number 2. This project I made from 36 pieces Jenga blocks, and I hot glued them together. First I hot glued 3 at a time, and then I'm going to hot glue 3 together, but I just alternated the pattern as you can see over here, and I did the same thing with another set. Okay, now I have 2 sides. Now I'm going to create just the smaller sides of the rectangle, and you see how I'm doing over here, alternating these 5 pieces, doing the same thing. Now I have sides. I'm going to hot glue them together, and then after that I have the base. Next, I'm taking 4 of them and I am creating a square, hot gluing them together, and those are going to be the legs of this planter, and I'm going to paint them black. Again, if you want full details and tutorial not sped up, you can go in my description box and see, get a link and see the full tutorial. Now I'm just adding the pieces of Jenga blocks, and I am going to get some pre-cut craft sticks and put them on the bottom. That's going to be the bottom of this planter. And then I am just hot gluing these legs, and then I'm going to fill out the planter, and that's going to be it. I'm going to be using over here Dollar Tree succulents. Everything pretty much over here is from the Dollar Tree, and I think it turned out beautiful, so timeless, and very high end. I think it can fit in anybody's home pretty much. And I love that it's made from Dollar Tree products, and it was so inexpensive. Okay, project number 3. These are Dollar Tree clothespins. And this project is so simple. I'm taking Dollar Tree canvas, and I'm painting it gray. Of course, this can be, you know, any color that you prefer. This is just my preference. And then I'm going to position these clothespins the way I think they look nice. But again, this is just my idea. You can go ahead and position them any way you want. And I just hot glue them all the way. And that's going to be it for this project. Again, very simple, super inexpensive. This was less than $2, but I think it really looks high-end and so minimalist and so beautiful. Okay, next project. This one was made out of jute twine and the tin that I had on hand. As you can see over here, I'm folding the piece of the jute twine in half, and I'm just hot gluing the ends on the bottom of this tin and then doubling it up. And after that is done, I'm going to go ahead and get an extra strand, and I will just alternate it, actually weave it through these pieces that I hot glued previously. So you see what I'm doing over here, pretty much creating the basket pattern. So one is done, many more to go. So you see I'm just going all on and on and creating that beautiful weave pattern. I absolutely love it. It took a little bit of time to create this, but it was so much fun, and the result is just stunning. Now, when I was completely done, I cut out the leftover, and then I hot glue it inside, inwards. Now, doing this again, you see me having the protectors. Make sure you protect your fingers because it will burn you. Now I'm using again from the Dollar Tree this faux leather ribbon to create the handles. Now this thing I still have to this day in my house. I'm not using it as a planter, but I'm using it as a pencil holder. But since I'm going to do organizing in my craft space soon, I'm sure I'm going to be using for something. Okay, next project, number 5. I'm using this cutting board from the Dollar Tree and this summer hat from the Dollar Tree. I will open it up to get to this part, the top part of the head, cutting it in half, and I will just make sure to hot glue this around the cutting board, creating a pocket where the flowers are going to go, or actually just plants. I used artificial green, grass from the Dollar Tree, but really you can put anything you want. I really wanted that contrast, that's why I used the green one. Now I just added a black stripes on this pocket, and that's going to be it for this project. Again, super simple one, very inexpensive, and I really think it turned out so gorgeous and really high end. And the grass inside can be replaced with, depending on the season, with any flowers on plants that I want to add. Project number 6. I started off with 2 pallets from the Dollar Tree, and then I took craft sticks and I cut out small pieces. I hot glued 3 together to get the thickness that I wanted, and then I hot glue these 2 pallets together and then reinforced it with those pieces that I just hot glue, pieces of craft sticks. After that, I am staining it with this stain that I had on hand. Again, full details you can find in original videos. This is just a recap. I wanted to show you my favorite Dollar Tree products from this year. These mini buckets also came from the Dollar Tree, and I will use black paint to create an enamel look. And I think that turned out so cute. I love miniatures, I always have. When this was done, I'm going to use hooks that I had on hand, and I will screw them in these pallets. And after that, I'm going to just take succulents from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put them in a buckets and then hang the buckets on this board that I created. And that's going to be it for this super cute spring, summer, or actually all year long project. You can replace the succulents with some other plants or anything else, but I think succulents are all year long, and I absolutely love this project. Project number 7. Okay, for this one, I'm taking Dollar Tree frame. It's a kind of a shadow box. I'm going to go ahead and replace this paper that came with it with this beautiful rose pattern from Hobby Lobby. And then I am painting this frame. And after that, I'm taking cookie sheet tin from the Dollar Tree. I'm cutting out 2 hearts. And if you're recreating this, please be careful. This tin can cut you. And then I'm taking these 2 wooden hearts. I am coloring one of them white. And then after that, I'm assembling everything back together, and I am attaching those 2 hearts, wooden hearts, to the metal hearts. And then I'm just going to clip them on back to the frame. And that's it for this super cute Valentine's decor idea. Valentine's is coming up, so maybe you can use this. I absolutely love it. I think it's so darling. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jelena, stay-at-home mom of 2 kids. I always loved crafting and doing DIY projects. I always created something, and everything was on a budget, so I'm still sticking with it. I love rustic and farmhouse style, but I do some modern style as well. If something like that interests you, I would invite you to watch my other videos. Hopefully you like them enough to stick around. And if you do, don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up. That means so much to me. It helps me create more videos and also helps my channel getting promoted by YouTube. And also don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell on so you don't miss any of my future videos. If you're on social media, I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Come join me, say hi to me. And also I want to remind you my regular upload times are going to stay on Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. As of now, if something changes, I will certainly let you know in advance. Alrighty, let's continue now on to the DIY number 8, or actually project number 8. This is just a board from the dollar store, and I already used it previously, painted it white, but I'm freehanding a heart and cutting it out. First I started with X-Acto knife, but it definitely is easier with just scissors. After I cut a heart in two, I am sanding the edges. And I'm sorry for the quality, this is one of the older videos, so the quality wasn't really as good. Alrighty, now I am creating dots and I'm cutting it with my crocodile. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and use this stain by Folk Art. Actually, it is a wood tint, and I am just gonna create a wood grain effect. And then I'm just going to distressing it even further with a brown chalk paint. Again, full details you can find in a link below. If you click on it, it's going to take you to original video. Now I'm taking just some cord that I cut in little pieces, and I am piping it through these holes, and I am hot gluing it in the back. And that's going to be it for this project. This heart is so cute. I love it. I think from the comments you guys loved it too. It is something different, totally different idea, and I think it turned out gorgeous. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you think? Okay, next DIY, or actually project number 9. I am taking this a plant liner, Coco liner from the Dollar Tree, and I cut in half, and I am hot gluing the ends, pushing the top in, putting a little piece of the nautical rope. Then I am creating this black hole, and I am putting a little rope around it. Everything is pretty self-explanatory. I'm creating a beehive over here, and this was one of my most successful DIYs. You guys absolutely loved it, and I love it too, really. I never created a beehive before, and I think it turned out so beautiful. These are the rub-on stickers from the Dollar Tree. I absolutely love them. They're so easy to use and really great, quality for the price. Okay, creating a cute little bee. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and attach yellow raffia to attach the sign to it and decorate a little bit, or actually add some greenery on top, and that's going to be it for this cute little beehive. From Coco liner to beehive, I think it turned out beautiful. As always, I would like to hear down in the comments below your thoughts on all my projects. Which one was your favorite? And is there anything that you would change? Alrighty, now that we're done with this one, on to the project number 10. This one was so cute. Okay, I'm taking this camper sign from the Dollar Tree, and I just redid it, really. I created the way I thought it would look so cute. It really reminded me of those, old-fashioned campers. And at that time, honestly, we lived in a camper while our house was being built, so this was perfect project for me. Ours was a little bit bigger, thank God. But I think this one was so darling and so cute. Anyway, I'm adding craft sticks to add the details, and then also Jenga blocks to create a window flower pots, flower beds, and then just a few little details to make it look so nice. I love that I added these flowers. It really, brings everything out. I'm adding the details around the wheels. I'm also just adding a shading around the edges, and then bottom part of the trailer, or actually a camper. shading it a little bit. I'm also adding, like I said, a little bit of greenery and flowers here and there. And now I'm gonna add wooden cubes from the Dollar Tree, and they're gonna be actually a planters that are gonna stand around the door of the camper. I think this turned out so cute. I cannot explain how I love this one. You guys loved it too. I read the comments and I'm so glad to hear that. I wouldn't change anything about this one, but I want to hear what you guys think. Alrighty, DIY number 11. I am taking this wood round. I previously used it. I like to reuse my projects. And then I'm sanding those spots that I had from previous project, and I'm filling them up with I didn't have wood filler. It was just spackling from the Dollar Tree, sanding it off, and I'm repainting it. After that, I'm using this part of the pumpkin, wooden pumpkin from the Dollar Tree, painting with some green paint and then shading it with this brown paint. And then after that, I am going to hot glue it on the bottom portion of this circle. And then for the top, I am spelling out autumn from the Dollar Tree wooden letters, hot gluing it, and then just adding a little bit of raffia to create a bow that's going to go on a pumpkin next to the stem. And that's it for this cute fall sign. I love this one. It's again one of my simple projects, and as you know me, sometimes like that camper I like to add more details, but most of the time I like simplicity, and this is one of those projects. Alrighty, project number 12, almost at the end. For this one, this one was so simple but turned out beautiful. I'm taking pumpkin from the Dollar Tree and this summer hat from the Dollar Tree that I pulled apart, so you're left with the strips. So I'm making a hole on the top and the bottom of this pumpkin because it's styrofoam. It is so easy to do, and I am just hot gluing these strips in the same pattern. So I'm going the same way, so the overlapping is, facing the same way, and I'm gonna do it all over. Again, if you're doing this, please be careful. Hot glue can seep through this and it gets hot. So this is how it turned out when it was done. I'm just adding a little bit of nautical rope on the top to create stem. And then after that, I had almost like a wired jute twine that I am wrapping it around to create tendrils. And that's going to be it for this super, super adorable pumpkin. I loved it. It was on my shelf all throughout the fall time, and I think it turned out so gorgeous. But this was so inexpensive and so easy to make, but I think it looks really high end. Project number 13. Alrighty, this is another one of my favorites. I am taking this thin from the Dollar Tree, painting the back of it black, and then I started using these 3 different shades of green and 1 white chalk paint, and I just started painting trees. I started with the darkest green, and then went on to shading with the lighter ones, and then I ended up using the white one on the top just to create a snow effect. You guys know how much I like painting, and this really relaxes me, and just seeing the finished product, I think it's, oh my gosh, so beautiful. When I was done with that, I'm taking a bamboo skewer and just creating a snow effect, and after that this project is done. Now, of course, I'm sorry, I used the mod parts to secure everything, and then this is it. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this project, and it is so easy to create. It cost me $1 to make, and it looks so high end. What do you guys think? Project number 14. Okay, so this started off with the Dollar Tree sign. I am cutting off the edges to create kind of like rounded edges, the way the signs usually looks like, street signs. And I am painting it green chalk paint, and I'm just creating a border along the way. And then after that, I am adding my decals, Snowman Drive. and adding a cute little snowman. And after that, I am going to distress it with the antique wax, and then I'm just going to finish off the backing, and that's it for this. So cute. I absolutely love it. I think it is so darling. And again, I would like to hear from you. What do you think about this one? And we are at the last project, number 15. This one, I use the shadow box from the Dollar Tree, and I am using the craft sticks. I'm gonna cut them to the size and stain them with this folk art antique wax. I am creating a shiplap kind of a backing for this frame. After I was done with covering the backing completely, I'm gonna add a little sprinkles of white paint to create a snow, and then I'm using bottle brush trees, and I am going to hot glue them to one side, and then on the other side of the sign I'm gonna add all kinds of winter greenery and picks. And then after that I am using the cotton balls to create a snow effect on the bottom. And that's it. That's gonna be it for this project. So beautiful. I absolutely love it. I would like to hear from you. What do you think about all of these? Which one was your favorite? And please consider subscribing if you're new. Like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.